Warning, spoilers ahead for the whole show. So I started watching DanDaDan this week and could immediately feel that pull that means I was hooked on a show. I kept that away during the work week, but then Friday night came and I had no more excuses. I binged the last 8 episodes back to back to back to, well, you get it. I loved it and found its specific blend of absurd comedy and compelling character relationships to be intoxicating in that way that only a TV show that really pulls you in can make you feel. But I'm not here just to talk about all of the reasons I like the show. I'm here to talk about episode 7, To a Kinder World. This episode for me took the show from really good to great. In the previous episode, we start the battle between Momo, Okarun, and acrobatic Silky. Pretty straightforward. Silky wants Aira because of some deep attachment to her that we have yet to fully understand. Episode 7 begins with a strange first-person sequence of someone frantically running on a dark street. As our arm reaches out, it cuts to the present day. We are Silky. It only lasts 30 seconds, but immediately we want to know more. It's not every day you are seeing the world from the perspective of a monster. Still, we move on and see Okarun and Momo defeat the evil spirit. However, without skipping a beat, the show delivers the first surprise. Aira is dead. But hold on, let's zoom out for a second. One of the greatest strengths of DanDaDan's first season is how quickly and effectively it is able to jump between the lighthearted and heavy aspects of its story. That ability keeps our heads on a swivel as an audience, and makes it more compelling in my opinion. A story with a crazy plot can make you wonder what's coming next. But I think a roller coaster of emotions, when done the right way, is like the supercharged version of that. DanDaDan doesn't throw you right into that series of dips and turns, though, it eases you in. A prize fight boxer doesn't come out throwing haymakers right away. You start with little jabs here, just to soften the defense. DanDaDan has those little jabs early. Even in episode 1, everything is funny, ridiculous, and all of that. And then the aliens are like 5 seconds from assaulting Momo, and it's like, hold on a second. This just got really serious. But the story pushes on, and everything is okay again. Another jab comes after Momo and Okarun defeat Turbo Granny. In just a little bit of narration from Psycho, we learn that this tunnel is where young women were taken to be attacked and eventually chopped to bits. And that's another record scratch moment where it gets really, really dark. But again, the show keeps plugging away. This episode though, when Silky offers up her aura to save Aira, is the uppercut from DanDaDan. The one they've been softening you up for the whole time. As Momo links their two essences and we see Silky's story, we get one of the most heart-wrenching sequences I've seen in any media. Silky was a single mother trying to make ends meet, and who was trying to provide for her daughter. She had one purpose, and things clearly weren't going perfectly. That's sad enough, but the sequence where the debt collectors come for Silky and kidnap her daughter, that is the cruel triumph of this episode, if that makes sense. The sound design, going from that reflective piano to the harsh sounds of reality, the crushing of glass as Silky tries to stop these men, the crying of her daughter, it all creates a genuinely horrifying collage of sounds. The crushing of her family photo with a bloodied hand is genius visual storytelling. And then the way that all of the sound stops when the door closes. It gave me chills. Seeing Aira mistake Silky for her own mother is heart-wrenching, and suddenly makes this monster into someone we can all understand. Then the show comes at you with the right hook out of actually nowhere and gives us Aira's backstory, complete with gut-wrenching dialogue about her mother's death. Like, it is brutal. And then finally, the show gives us true satisfaction with Aira embracing Silky and calling her mommy. Silky dies, but will live on in Aira. It's a full circle moment that is bittersweet in all of the right ways. And then it's over. And you start episode 8, if you're binging on the couch like I was, and suddenly everything is fine again, and it's back to being the same lighthearted show that you knew before. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, what the f just happened? How are all of you not suffering from extreme trauma or emotional duress at the least after that? But the show moves on, as it has before, and I'm over here on the couch, waiting for the next sucker punch thinking, damn, DanDaDan's got hands. So I wanted to talk about it. Hope you enjoyed.